I once paid a neighbor $5,000 to build a bathroom in my basement. He watched YouTube tutorials for weeks, did almost nothing, and I never saw that money again. That's just one of the 5 money mistakes I made in my 20s, and if I could go back and fix all of them, I'd probably be sitting on an extra $30,000 to $40,000 right now. I'm an engineer. I have a master's degree. I'm supposed to be good with numbers. But being smart with math and being smart with money are 2 completely different skills, and nobody teaches you the second one. Here are 5 mistakes I made so you don't have to. The first mistake: I matched my employer's 401k and thought I was investing. When I started my career, I did what most people do. HR handed me the benefits packet, I checked the box to match the company contribution, and I moved on. And honestly, I felt smart about it. Free money, right? But here's what I didn't do. I didn't open a brokerage account. I didn't buy index funds. I didn't put a single dollar into individual stocks or ETFs outside of that 401k. For years. I matched the minimum and thought I was set. Let me show you what that cost me. If I had put just $100 a month into an S&P 500 index fund starting with my first paycheck, on top of the 401k match, at an average 10% annual return, that's an extra $20,000 to $25,000 I'd have right now. Just from $100 a month that I was absolutely spending on food delivery and random stuff anyway. The match is the floor, not the ceiling. If I could go back, I'd open a brokerage account on day one and automate even $50 a month into an index fund. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to start early. Mistake number 2. I let my lifestyle catch up to my paycheck. When I went from my first engineering role to a 6-figure salary, something shifted. Not my savings rate, my spending habits. I went from, I can't afford that, to, I deserve that. And the difference between those 2 sentences is expensive. First thing I did? Bought a $5,000 bedroom set from a furniture store. Bed frame, dresser, nightstand, the whole package. Paid it off with my tax return. Felt like a responsible adult. But here's the thing. I could have gotten something nearly identical for $2,000. Maybe less. I didn't need the fancy brand. I needed a bed. That $3,000 difference could have been invested. Then there was the eating out. I was single, living alone, and I convinced myself that cooking for one person wasn't worth the effort. So I ate out constantly. Restaurants, delivery apps, takeout. It was easily $300 to $400 a month on food I could have made at home for a fraction of the cost. And every time I traveled, which was often, I'd buy clothes. New outfits for the trip, new shoes when I landed, souvenirs that were really just impulse purchases with a passport stamp on them. It adds up faster than you think when you're in a new city and everything feels like a once-in-a-lifetime deal. The fix? When your income goes up, keep your lifestyle flat for at least 6 months. Let the raise go straight to investing or debt payoff. Future you will thank present you. I promise. Mistake number 3. I trusted the wrong people with my money. This one still hurts. I bought a house in Michigan and decided to add a bathroom in the basement. Good investment, right? Increases home value? Reasonable idea. But instead of hiring a licensed contractor with a fixed bid, I asked my neighbor to do it. He said he could handle it. He seemed confident. I paid him $5,000 up front. What followed was weeks of him watching YouTube videos trying to figure out plumbing he didn't understand. The work was terrible. Unusable. I eventually had to scrap everything he did and start over. So then I went to Thumbtack and hired workers by the hour. An electrician, a plumber, a carpenter, each one on their own schedule, their own timeline, no one coordinating anything. I was basically playing general contractor with zero construction experience. The lesson cost me well over $5,000, probably closer to 8 or 9 when you factor in the wasted materials and time. A licensed contractor with a fixed quote would have done it faster, better, and honestly, probably cheaper. The rule I follow now: if a job requires a license, Hire someone with a license. Period. Your neighbor is not a contractor. YouTube is not a trade school. And, "I can figure it out," is the most expensive sentence in home improvement. Mistake 4. I traded stocks based on feelings instead of data. When I first started investing in individual stocks, I did what most beginners do. I watched a YouTube video, saw someone hype up a ticker, bought in, then checked the price 17 times a day. Red day? Panic. Green day? Should I sell? It was exhausting. And it was expensive. I'd buy on a tip, sell when it dipped 3%, then watch it recover the next week without me. I'd chase momentum, jump into a stock that just ran up 20%, and wonder why I bought at the top. Every trade felt urgent. None of them were strategic. I don't remember the exact dollar amount I lost doing this, but I know it was enough to make me stop and ask, is there a better way? That question is what eventually led me to build a system. I taught myself to use data, technical signals, earnings reports, insider activity, momentum indicators, to filter out the noise and only take positions that meet specific criteria. Now, I set stop losses before I enter a trade. I set time limits, and I don't check my portfolio every hour. The difference between gambling and investing is a system. If you don't have one, you're gambling. The last one. I turned my safety net into a slot machine. I did the responsible thing. I saved $9,000 and put it in a certificate of deposit. Safe. Earning interest. That was my emergency fund. 3 to 4 months of expenses sitting there, doing exactly what it was supposed to do. Nothing exciting, just protecting me. Then, I got into stock trading. I looked at that $9,000 earning 3 or 4% in a CD and thought, I could make way more in the market. So I pulled it out and started trading with it. And right now, my emergency fund is about $1,000, maybe less. For an engineer making 6 figures, that's not a safety net, that's a napkin. 1 car repair, 1 medical bill, 1 unexpected anything, and I'm dipping into credit cards or selling stocks at a bad time. The irony is not lost on me that I literally make personal finance videos. I know what an emergency fund is supposed to be. I've scripted the words 3 to 6 months of expenses more times than I can count. But knowing something and doing it are 2 different things. I'm rebuilding it now, slowly. But the lesson is clear. Your emergency fund is not an investment fund. It's insurance. You don't cash in your car insurance to buy stocks. Don't do it with your savings either. Those are my 5. Furniture I overpaid for, food I didn't need to order, a neighbor I shouldn't have trusted, trades I made without a system, and a safety net I dismantled to chase returns. If you add it all up, $30,000 to $40,000 in mistakes. And I'm not telling you this to look smart now. I'm telling you because I'm still fixing some of these. The emergency fund is a work in progress. The spending discipline is a daily fight. The system I use for investing? I built it because I got tired of losing money without one. The best time to avoid these mistakes was 5 years ago. The second best time is right now. If this video saved you from making even one of these, hit subscribe. I'm putting out real, unfiltered money content every week on this channel. No hype, no pretending I have it all figured out. Just lessons learned the hard way so you don't have to learn them the same way. Drop a comment. Which of these 5 have you made? Or which one are you about to go fix right now? I'll see you in the next one.